first and foremost.
You've been doing this since you were 21 years old. That's been a long time.
A long time.
Is there anything that you wish you knew then that you know now?
That's a good question. I wish I would have known then how much preparation it takes to get ready to do these games and being a professional. But I think any young player would say the same thing about 10 years into their career. I wish when I was a rookie I would have known, you know, but I wish I would have known then. I said, you don't have any idea how much work.
The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals.
Yes, indeed. I think the fans feel it, the coaches feel it. Us as announcers, we feel it. The atmosphere is going to be great.
It is indeed. And so here is Chicago. Here's Best. The shot's good on the assist by Sadaransky.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Dwayne Casey and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
And fault him for that, David. Thank you. Trying to take command of this game, Greg, using their defense as the cannon.
Kevin, I love the approach. So many teams come in with an offensive mindset. These guys are flipping the script.
They look to get stops, but they also look to create some turnovers, which can lead to easy runouts.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
Bulls trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Best. Here's Hutchison. Lock at 6. To the paint. Griffin with the steal. Brown with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Wood. Doubled by Best to the left wing. Here's McCray. Buries it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 7.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Sadaransky will bring it up for the Bulls. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, you can't allow that many second chance opportunities and then get almost none yourself. Rarely that works out for you.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Yep, that one goes in there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Detroit leading by 6. To the inside. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The speed of Derrick Rose off pick and rolls is an issue for the defense. Nice job by him coming off and finding his guy.
Pass to Hutchison. Here's Best. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. Shots good from Young.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
To the paint. Here's Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Best passes to Young. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Lakers. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
Inside. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Rose double teamed. Here's Griffin. The pass to McRae. Knocked away. And Griffin slams it in.
When Blake gets on a roll, you have to watch out. This is a man who has found some rhythm, and he is not letting up.
And here is Satoransky. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
The three-pointer is right on target.
You look at Levine's jump shot. It's very hard to contest because he gets great lift off the floor.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Here's Brown, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
1 second left.
Great recovery by Blake Griffin, being able to contest that shot.
Blake Griffin getting it done. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Then for the Pistons, Makin is checked in, and it's Kennard in for McRae. And the shot goes in. Valentine's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
On the floor for Detroit, they've got Kennard. Rose is out there with Griffin. And it's Makin in at the 4. Griffin kicks to Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Rose has got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls.
Last year, an 8th seed finish for the Detroit Pistons. Had to work for it, battling it out to the very end of the season. Their 500 record of 41-41 was just enough to get in.
And Smitty, last season for the Pistons, a short playoff trip as they were swept by Milwaukee, but still a learning experience.
Kevin, getting this team back to the playoffs was the first step. The young players learned a valuable lesson. It's all about changing the mindset and culture of this team.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And Levine subbed in for Denzel Valentine. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. And that one hits back iron.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And the basket by Hutchison.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Galloway taking his time here. Here's the 3. Hutchison with the rebound. Bulls trail by 7. Here's White. Uses the glass to finish the layup. White's got 5 now.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Passes it to Kennard with his first shot attempt, and no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's Carter. Griffin with some nice D.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Galloway with the bucket.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside, Levine. Here's Best. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. He's got 7.
Well, Brand Jordan is no stranger to taking risks, and they have decided to take one on Shea. That's right. They inked him to a shoe contract, and we should see the two of them working closely in the near future.
I agree, Greg. And Shea has a colorful background with his time in college, but that is exactly the type of player Jordan was after. To me, at least, it seems like a very good fit. Down low, here's Rose. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got 6 assists now in the game.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Outside, White. It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut back down to 8 after they get the basket from Best.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's what you want to see. They're doing a good job getting points in the paint here in the second.
Detroit making a switch here. McRae's checked in.
And the Bulls had Boylan step in as an interim coach last season, Smitty, but decided to give him the keys to the car this year as well.
A surprise move as Boylan immediately was at odds with the players. Management sided with the coach. Interesting message to send to a young team looking to develop.
And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, it's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with the shell-toe low tops. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Kennard, that drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Best. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Here in the second quarter, he's looking much more comfortable with his offense.
Pistons leading by 13. Double team on Rose. Luke passes to Rose. Here's Griffin. White covering. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Best passes to Carter. And the basket is good. Carter's got his second basket of the night. And, well, Detroit shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Rose double-teamed to the middle. Count it.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Best. Knocks it loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. 8 seconds left in the first half. White the pass to Best. Here's Carter. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first. Some teams changing it up here. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 19. Saturansky runs the point with Levine at the 2. And it's Young, and it's Best in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. McCray, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Looking at the Bulls roster, there is a lot to like. They have a great collection of talent, and their core players are all very young and improving.
And Steve, for the Bulls fans, their hopes lie in their young core.
Totally agree. The Bulls should focus on developing that core, have a good blend with Levine, Makin, and Carter. They just need to keep their eye on the prize.
Best can't hit. Pistons leading by 21. Out to the right wing. Here's McCray, guarded by Levine. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kennard. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Young's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Best. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Best's got 14 points.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Now Brown, 5 points in the game. Here's Wood to the left side wing. Tries it from 19, buries the jump shot. Kennard's got his 2nd basket.
He needs to be more proactive on offense and shoot it more. He's making most of his shots, so he's got to demand the ball more.
And Saturansky kicks to Levine. Here's Best. He's got 14. Outside, Levine. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Wood. Pistons passing it around. Here's Henson. Hutchison with the rebound.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Here's Best. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Saturansky with it. Picked up by Brown. Shot's good from Young.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Pistons leading by 19 points. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history. 3 titles and many other trips to the NBA Finals. Only a handful of franchises can say that.
Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Chicago. And a switcher also for Detroit. Galloway's checked in. And there's the pass to Kennard. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 7th assist in the game. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
And they pick up 2. Kennard's got 10 points.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Saturansky, the pass to Levine. Here's Best, defended by Henson. And Young kicks to Levine. 6 to shoot. Inside. Young's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Galloway. Satoransky covering. Here's Henson. Passes to Wood. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. 8 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Levine. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Such great balance and rhythm on this shot. Zach LaVine making it look easy.
Pass to Kennard. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 4 assists now tonight. Pistons leading by 22. Doubled by Best. Pass to McCray. Here's Galloway. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Thaddeus Young. The Pistons have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
2.
First one falls for him. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. White drives in. Count that one. White's got his third basket of the night.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
To the paint, here's McCray. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
For Detroit, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line. And so it's Detroit, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. McCray is out there with Griffin. And it's Wood in at the center. Now the pass to Galloway. No good from outside.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And you can argue this is White at his best, just an absolute terror in transition.
Pistons leading by 22. Pass to Griffin. The NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty. They'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking about a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not.
White the pass to Best. Shoots over Henson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Left side Rose. Double team on Rose. It's deflected. Bulls trail by 13. Here's Best, and he goes in for the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
And it goes down 2 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. Doubled by Best. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Outside White. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Double team on Rose. Pass to Mikhailuk. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Levine.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Doubled by Best. Stolen by Levine. For the finish, and the jam by Levine.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think Levine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Bulls trail by 7. Now here's Levine. Left side, Markkanen. Pass to Best. From about 16, and it's good, 2 points. Best's got 12 points in just the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And slam dunk by Henson.
Slicing and dicing Derrick Rose, picking the defense apart with the pass.
There's the pass to Best. Right side, Markkanen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And there's no doubt that this team views Lauri Markkanen as a big part of their future. Many slept on Markkanen in the draft, but he could be a star.
As you said, Smitty, Markkanen has the potential to be an all-star someday.
He's not quite there yet, Kevin. Not by any means. Needs to take a jump forward and go from being a shooter to an all-around scorer. And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Griffin kicks to Henson. The shot's good.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Here's Best. Markin passes to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Best. Markin trying to break loose. Best can't hit. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons, leading by 5. Down low. Here's Henson. Misses off the left iron.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
They're trailing, but they are really battling, working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway's checked in.
Incredible touch for a big man. Markin shows it both in the field and at the line.
Henson in the corner for the 3. Rebound by Best. Best's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Here's Griffin. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Best. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Levine's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
Out to the right wing. They need this. That one good for 2. Griffin's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
That's the kind of leadership you want from Blake Griffin, a guy who wants to take those big shots.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Right the pass to Best. Basket counts. Best's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Well, Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And that one's good by Porter.
Earning the big contract with shots like that. Porter making the play of the game.
Passes it to Griffin. Over Porter. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago leading. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. White's running.
And hey, when you're a big shot maker in college, that often carries over to this level. Certainly as for White.
Double team on Rose. To the middle. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the game. Galloway finds Griffin. Count it! A huge shot to tie it up.
Top-notch play from Griffin. That was a bucket they needed.
Rose against White. Griffin on the double team. Best. Yes!
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
It's stolen, and that's an intentional foul. Chicago calls timeout. They're up by 2. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. .24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 3. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Also, interesting choice to be made right here. You need either a 3 or a quick 2 and a foul.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Henson kicks to Rose. Pass to Mikhailuk. From deep three-point range, off target from downtown. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, are just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Che, a very good win for your team, and your fourth quarter performance put the game away. What was your mentality coming down the stretch?
You know it's a Mamba mentality. You can ask Kobe about that. I saw weakness in the fourth quarter and came around and adapted to the situation. Attacked and made them my prey.
I will be sure to check with Kobe to see what that means. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always.
How we feeling, Che?
I'm good, Coach. Can't complain.
All right, so look, we like what we've seen out of you the past few games. Attention to detail, execution strong, your motor's up.
I appreciate that, Coach. Thank you.
You're impressing on every level of the organization. All right, head down, keep working.
No doubt.
Hey, can I grab you for a second, Che?
Yeah, what's up?
You set a new career high in points scored tonight. Don't you think you deserve a bigger role on the team?
I'm happy to take on whatever role Coach asks of me. If he wants me to score more, I can do that. If he wants me to facilitate, I can do that too. My job is to be ready at all times.
Good stuff. Anything else?
You trying to set me up, Vin? Seems like it.
Che, I would never. Unless you feel like giving me a real soundbite.
Nah, not at all, man. I'll catch you later, all right?
All right, all right.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Hey, Che, have a seat. I just wanted to let you know that we're all really happy with the way that you're developing. It's coming along.
Hey, I appreciate that, Coach. Means a lot.
At this point, we think you could be a starter.
Wait, for real? A starter?
We ain't just gonna give it to you. All right? You gotta keep working, and then if the game keeps evolving, it's there.
Yeah.
All right?
Hey, whatever's best for the team, you know, I'm just here to help us win.
Don't let up. Right? Every day, every game is an opportunity.
Most definitely.
All right, I'll see you practice.
All right, cool.
Go get some rest.
Will do.